never know what you're going to get in these pre-season matches, or any match for that matter, but these players do look ready to smash into each other for the first time in months. Sunday afternoon football is go. De Koning with a deft tap. Brayshaw puts his head over it. Archie might fancy himself here. Good kick. Amos has an opportunity to give them an early lead.
To finish off the good work.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The first goal didn't take long. Brayshaw, clever kick. Defence 101 there. Reed throws it on the boot. Amos is so strong one-on-one.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
Amos gets his second. Already we've seen how quickly this side can score. De Koning wins it out of the centre. Brayshaw, not sure who that was meant for, but it's been picked off. Dealt with the pressure. Dersma, Cole, can't mark. Ball spills free in the tackle. Can he hit a target? Maynard is there in defence. Gives it everything. Archie, he's making it up as he goes. Normally delivers. Zerha, great body work. Takes them on, kicks for goal, and have a look at that. It's a wonderful finish under pressure. It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Flynn smashes it out of there. Reed, Robertson, can he be the fire starter? Dersma working hard and being rewarded. Good-looking kick. De Koning takes an excellent grab. Penetrating ball. Neil Bullen has a vice-like grip. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Honours the lead. They'll compete inside the 50. Edwards clears the area. Cole, Baker, all on his own. He might have thought about the corridor. Who's front and centre? Terrific tackle. He'll be picking grass out of his teeth after that. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. De Koning with the tap. Brayshaw delivers a long ball. Georgiades looms large as usual.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered. One team's come to play, and the other, well, they might as well be rolling out of bed. Good ruck work. Reed sharks it. They haven't been able to buy a goal. Spills the mark. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Quarter time, and one side will be happier than the other, clearly. But there's a long way to go. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
Both sides had the same number of clearances in that first term, and it's obviously close on the scoreboard. If one team can get on top in the middle, it'll make their task that much easier. Both forward lines look capable of taking advantage of midfield dominance.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Quality delivery by foot.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it. It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. Flynn wins it out of the centre. McCarthy. That's a bruising tackle. Dersma can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Goes long. Archie, dangerous to leave on his own. They're huffing and puffing. Zerha has gone off the chain.
To really stamp some authority on this match.
He's hit it sweetly. That's a quality strike. It was never missing. We're expecting a good close game today, but so far it's been nothing of the sort. De Koning has got on top. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. He's gone. Perryman. Dunkley. Is that holding the ball? Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
Took too long there and coughs up what could have been a shot on goal.
Searching kick. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Doesn't often waste it. Drops the football. Neil Bullen gets to it first. Heads for the pocket. Georgiades read it well and claims the mark.
Hold back in to drive this right through the high diddle-diddle.
Georgiades has one already. Now it's two. They are giving them a hiding so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around. Darcy has probably got the points at this stage. Can he find a teammate? Cole had it and lost it. They've put themselves under pressure. Langford blasts away. Georgiades. That one was always his.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin. The scoreboard's about to fall over, it's so lopsided. Darcy showing his skills. Brayshaw, that's got to be a free kick. Took them on and didn't dispose of it correctly.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Good work rate. They desperately need a goal. It's a bad mistake. Can he impose himself on the match? Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
If you're a neutral, well, of course we are, the first half wasn't the contest we'd hoped for. We've got one side functioning at a high level, very cohesive, very skillful, and the other side has been left in their wake, seemingly with few ideas. If they don't try something different, the second half will be more of the same.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. Gee, they're playing well. What's he got on offer? Archie has found some space. Long ball in. He'd like that one back. Young is calm in a crisis. They're tackling with venom today. The two big men do battle. Stripped of the footy. Has to be clean. Flynn in the right spot. Crunching tackle. He's caught. Hasn't seen a lot of it. That is hard to explain.
He's had 3 goal assists, so it's only right he gets himself a major.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The buzzards are circling. Darcy, he's worth his weight in gold. Brayshaw, Kelly tries to take them on and loses.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
Sees an opportunity and plays on. Robertson on a lead, picking their way through. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Himmelberg, Marriage, popped up out of nowhere. Anyone's ball. Kelly in the centre square. They found the magic formula. Zerha had his name written all over it.
He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Leans back and drills it.
Would there be any danger of someone actually defending?
We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Darcy, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Reed, the kick is a poor one. They're leading them a merry dance. Darcy in some space on the wing. Kicks inside the forward 50. Brayshaw uses the body well.
He'll fancy his chances.
Finishing hasn't always been his forte, but there is nothing wrong with that.
There's probably not a lot the defender could have done there. Sometimes you've just got to take your medicine.
Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Flynn wins the tap. Reed, he'll be sore in the morning. A bit of a panicked handball. Marriage, big tackle laid. Who was he aiming for? Bouncing ball. Young. It's eluded him. Here's a chance to get it forward. Marriage. That's symptomatic of their malaise. That one might come straight back. Brayshaw takes a beauty. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Time to check in with Gary.
Scoreless in 3/4 of football. Scoreless. Are you kidding me? They might as well have forfeited. It would have been much less embarrassing. This is the best case I've seen yet for a two-division system. These teams have looked leagues apart all day. It's a shame for anyone who is silly enough to expect a contest.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Darcy continues to have his way. He's lost it. Goes off the ground. Dunkley. It's no place for the faint-hearted. And we will do it all again. Darcy is giving him a bath. Brayshaw. He's hit up the lead.
His last shot found the middle. Can he double his money?
Kicks it goal, and that's travelling straight over the goal umpire's hat. Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. Darcy is teaching him a lesson. Brayshaw, good thinking and good execution too. They're playing like champions. Georgiades, he's taken a beauty.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one. It's been an absolute avalanche. The big men fly. Yo, McCarthy, he ran into a brick wall. Great tackling technique there. Darcy has been dominant in the ruck. Brayshaw competing fiercely. The kick was centimetre perfect. Who's at home? Archie. He's plucked it and should have a shot.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
These defenders are going to have to tighten up. They've been giving them way too much space.
They might as well not have a ruck. Brayshaw has it on a string. They cannot keep him quiet. Amos, great hands there.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
It's one thing to be outclassed, but this is starting to get a real stench about it.
Darcy has rucked tirelessly. Brayshaw. Reed has a vice-like grip. What's he got on offer? They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. The kick is precise.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
He's split the middle.
If this was a boxing match, the towel would be well and truly in the ring by now.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Flynn, he's been beaten, but he had a win there. McRae, McCarthy, centre square, loose ball. Reed, forward they go again. That's an impressive mark.
Bread and butter, you'd think.
Heads for home. That was never missing.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. They'll enjoy the review of this match. You never know what you're going to get in these pre-season matches, or any match for that matter, but these players do look ready to smash into each other. The umpire holds the footy aloft. Briggs with a deft tap. Brayshaw stripped of it. Layla. Kelly takes the hand pass. Neil Bullen navigated the traffic. Briggs couldn't get a disposal. No easy exit. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Nankervis with a deft tap. Layla. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Reed had his name written all over it.
For the perfect start.
Looks good. He steered it through. One goal straight plays, no score. Briggs got his palm to it. Brayshaw. Langford. An opportunity here. He's a smart player, but he hasn't struck that as well as he might have. Only a behind.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Short, tasked with the kick in. Taranto. He put himself in the line of fire. Langford. This is promising. Amos tries to take them on and loses.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
It's a dreadful mistake. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Good work rate.
Straight in front, should not miss.
The goal umpire doesn't need to work for that one. It's a handy buffer they've established. Briggs wins it. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Layla throws it on the boot. Blitzers uses the body well. Going for territory. Amos looms large as usual.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one. Well, if they weren't concerned before, they should be now. Briggs, the winner there. Brayshaw comes free in the tackle. Layla, Nankervis almost threw it out. Ross looking to peg one back. Maynard picks off the pass. He's generally a good kick. Loose ball on centre wing. The fans will be happy to see this. Green had some assistance. Taranto running in support. How did he get rid of it? Illegally, says the ump.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Short spoils. Archie leading by example. Brayshaw runs onto it and can drive them into attack. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Ignoring the corridor for now. The kick is a poor one. He's kicked it high. Georgiades has charged into space.
Relatively straightforward kick, but that's easy to say from here.
Georgiades, you know what's coming. He punches it through, and they are flying. One team's come to play, and the other, well, they might as well be rolling out of bed. Was that a legal disposal? Nankervis, Layla leading from the front. Good build-up. Ralph Smith. Andrews wins it back. Great mark. Penetrating ball. Dunkley is hard to beat one-on-one. Normally delivers. They're moving the footy well here. You can see their confidence growing. Archie, here's real danger now. Can he find a teammate? Amos has found some space.
To put the icing on the cake.
Amos for a buzzer beater. That will do just nicely.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
It's quarter time. That was something to behold. This contest might already be decided. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
When you're up against a side playing this well, you've got to find a way to limit the damage, knowing that they're unlikely to keep this standard up for the whole match. If you can do that, you'll be in a position to shift the pressure back onto them once you get your turn with the momentum.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
For a flying start to the term, it's online. He's drilled it. Sometimes a break can interrupt momentum, but that hasn't happened here. Darcy wins it out of the centre. Brayshaw gets the kick away. Who's front and centre? Archie manages to get off a handball. They're giving them nothing. Brown gets there first. Good thinking and good execution too. And that's a letdown. Forward they go again. Gee, they're playing well.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
They're on a tear, and they're dealing maximum damage. It's looking every bit of blowout at this stage. The big men fly. Blitzers in his natural habitat. Reed, Brayshaw with time. Runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer. It's been an absolute avalanche. Darcy has got on top. Brayshaw honours the lead. What's he got on offer? Sends them inside 50 again. Curnow has a way of drawing the footy.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it. This one might be settled now. Nankervis with the tap. He's not one to take a backward step. That was almost handed to him. Can he impose himself on the match? Ralph Smith with a chance to run. Himmelberg farms it out. Layla intercepts. He didn't break stride for a much-needed goal, and he has put it through. They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Nankervis wins it down. Taranto swoops. Bad error there. Can anyone take a mark? Neil Bullen is the man on the spot, and he's marked.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
This will be touch and go. Darcy all on his own in the goal square.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
The margin grows again. We didn't expect this today, and you wonder how much bigger the margin might get. Nankervis with the tap. Taranto. They cannot keep him quiet. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Georgiades is like a magnet in that forward line.
He's batting at 100% so far.
He's a quality finisher, and that's more evidence.
This is one to keep in the memory bank, so that when you come up against this mob in the future when the wheel is turned, and it will, you can pay them back in full.
The buzzards are circling. Taranto spills out in the tackle. He's lost it. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
He's suggesting he got something on it. Oh, I'm not sure he did.
Rioli has found some space. What's he got on offer? Gives it everything. Briggs fumbled it like a cake of soap. Blitzars. Cole gathers on the half volley. He's drawn a crowd. The umpire says he had no prior. Briggs has probably got the points at this stage. Brayshaw, Nankervis. We've got another stoppage. It's not a fair fight. Nankervis with a deft tap. Layla, McAuliffe. The team physios will be working overtime. Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team is playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyon.
I remember the days when coaches would rip into the players for playing like that. I don't think that happens much anymore, but you couldn't blame a coach for being deeply frustrated with this sort of performance. Too much is being left to far too few at the moment.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Short. No way through there, and they'll reset. Darcy has rucked tirelessly. Brayshaw, Curnow gets to the drop, and they'll get the goal in the end.
A real gimme goal coming up.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead. Early indications are that nothing's changed following half-time. The big men fly. Layla doing the grunt work. That's a dreadful hand pass. Langford working hard and presenting well. Long ball in. Brown had it and lost it. Neil Bullen with a steal. There are only two ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Doesn't often waste it. Thumped away. Reed dealt with the pressure. Curnow does the crumbing. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does. Everything they've touched has turned to gold today. Nankervis wins the tap. Layla. McAuliffe throws it on the boot. Taranto. That's good work rate. Golden opportunity here. Steadies. Drop punt. Goal! Can they get that scoreboard looking a bit more respectable? The two big men do battle. Taranto. I've liked his game today. No one can mark. McAuliffe. Crunching tackle. And we will do it all again. Nankervis smashes it out of there. Taranto. Layla. Ralph Smith takes the hand pass. Some indirect ball movement here. Time to turn on the Jets. He's under close attention. Squeezes the kick. Layla kicks to space. Archie has it now on centre wing. Good luck catching him. Provides some run. A second bounce. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
It's no place for the faint-hearted. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. Attracted a crowd. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Briggs got his palm to it. Blitzars gets his kick despite the heat. Spills the mark. Short. Trelaw within range. Can make them pay. What's he got on offer? Into the pocket he goes. That's great footy.
They're still hungry. Even with the game put to bed, that's a sign of a very good team.
There goes the kick, and he's put it through. Normal service has resumed. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Brayshaw, Nankervis. Georgiades drops into the hole and marks.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Heads for home. That was never missing. The scoreboard's about to fall over. It's so lopsided. Darcy smashes it out of there like Batman and Robin. Solid tackle. He's not giving up. Langford. He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
Darcy has had his measure today. Brayshaw, he's been dispossessed. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Darcy showing his skills. Brayshaw. Gibcus didn't need to be asked twice. Quality delivery by foot. That's skillful. He needed a cleaner pair of hands. Credit to those home fans who are still here. This has been a horror show. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
Well, this is why we have practice matches. At least now they've got a fair idea what doesn't work, but they'll need to improve in a hurry in order to make a winning start to the season proper. On current evidence, they might be among the also-rans this year.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, taking out some frustration possibly. 100% effort. That's commitment to the cause. He's run into trouble. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge. Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
2 already today. Can he make it 3? You bet he can. Darcy palms it down. Brayshaw. They're a pleasure to watch. What's he got on offer? They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Amos has a vice-like grip.
It's all just a bit easy at the moment. They're getting the ball inside 50 under, not nearly enough pressure.
Good-looking kick. That'll do. It's a goal.
That was reminiscent of Tony Plugger-Lockett, the way he used his body, then went back and put it straight through the middle.
Brayshaw, stripped of it. Dunkley. Who's at home? It's an exhibition in attacking footy.
4 straight so far today, and kicking beautiful.
Kicks for goal. It's a lovely looking kick. He's drilled it. If you're a fan of the team coming second today, it's probably best to avoid looking at the scoreboard. Brayshaw on the same page as his ruck. Reed marks. Will he go the bomb? Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
They're on a tear, and they're dealing maximum damage. I'd like to say it couldn't get any worse for them, but it surely could. Briggs, it's a masterclass in ruck work. Brayshaw somehow released the ball. Layla gets there first. Who's front and centre? Taranto. Through the centre square he goes. Maynard thwarts them again. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Archie had his name written all over it. They're playing with purpose and poise. Amos in the clear. Georgiades is a beacon in that forward line.
Can he deliver? Yeah, back him more often than not.
Here is the magician at work. He shoots towards goal. What more can you say?
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
Not even the most optimistic of fans would have expected this today. The big men fly. Taranto, he's been a shining light. Zorko takes an excellent grab. What's he got on offer? No sign of them dropping off. They could be vulnerable here. They'll contest in the centre square. That's a strong mark. Andrews couldn't hold it under pressure. Brayshaw is calm in a crisis. Turned over. Hacking it forward. Andrews wins it back. Great mark. Penetrating ball. Miller cuts it off. He's generally a good kick. Not his finest moment. That might attract a pack. That's an impressive mark. Maybe he could have gone himself. It's amounted to nothing. It's a tough game. What can they build here? The sprint is on. Just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. 100-point wins don't come along very often, but that is the case today. They'll enjoy the review of this match. What did you make of that match, Half?
All that talk about being able to match their opponent's intensity seems hollow now. They weren't even able to take a single quarter off them, which should greatly disappoint them.